Joshua Brisco out here at Arrowhead Stadium for Sports Radio 810 WHB. Out here at Arrowhead earlier today, the Chiefs spoke to the media for the first time since their victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They looked back to that win and ahead to this weekend's matchup with the Denver Broncos. A lot of quarterback protocol talk, a lot of look ahead to the opponent, a lot of enjoying the victory that they had last week over the Bucs. We heard from Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Sammy Watkins, and a lot of the talk was actually about Watkins, who made his return from his hamstring and calf injury last week against the Buccaneers. He got back into the offense. Andy Reid says that was a great thing to have, and the offense had its most explosive quarter of the season back in the first quarter. Overall, had a pretty strong game, and right now Andy Reid just seems happy to have his offense fully healthy and maybe at its most explosive late in this season.
We need to do that. We need to keep getting better. I mean, that's a challenge throughout the season. You don't want lulls in the action, and you want to keep getting better in different areas that you're not as strong in. So that's what we work on, and at the same time try to excel in the areas we are good at. So I mentioned after the game, I thought it was good to get Sammy back in and just get him in the game to play. And he got in the 2 minute, and his numbers went up there a little bit, but it was great to get him back in the swing and working and for the stretch down here. So I thought that was a real positive.
This really is the first time this year where all of the main pieces of this offense have been healthy and fully acclimated. You could go back to the beginning of the year to find health, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a rookie just getting into the offense. Le'Veon Bell wasn't here yet. So really, the Chiefs do have their largest array of main weapons right now, which is certainly a very good thing for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes also spoke about Watkins' return and what he does to help open up the rest of the offense and why this offense is better off with Watkins on the field.
Obviously, getting those guys back and getting everybody comfortable within the offense, it helps us execute at a higher and higher level. And then having those guys, it takes the pressure off some of the other guys that have been producing so far this year. So that's why you're seeing guys like Kelsey and Tyreek kind of starting to get off more and more later as the season goes on. Is because when you have other playmakers out there, you can't put all those guys on top of those guys. And then when you do, we have guys like Sammy, McCole, D-Rob, Clyde, Le'Veon that could all go out there and make plays as well.
We've heard from Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid talking about Sammy Watkins and what he adds to this offense. Now let's hear from Watkins himself. He was asked about getting back into the swing of things with this offense, what he feels he can bring to the table, and Watkins said, honestly, he's trying to play catch-up right now.
Those guys are rolling, so I'm just trying to catch up to their speed. I go out and I'm like, man, dang, 10, you got DeMarcus Robinson, you got everybody, Kemp, freaking Trav. Everybody freaking moving fast. I'm like, man, I got to catch up to that speed. But the offense is going to continue to do what they've been doing without me or with me. I'm just trying to catch up and add my game and my style of play to the game, and and continue to go out there and have fun and play and keep winning games.
The Kansas City Chiefs offense has a ton of weapons and a ton of speed, but over the last couple of years, it's been very, very clear. The Chiefs' offense is at their best with Sammy Watkins on the field. Joshua Brisco reporting from Arrowhead Stadium for Sports Radio 810 WHB.